Hello, and welcome to the AI Influencer course. In this course, you will learn how to create an AI influencer for social media. This is a step-by-step complete tutorial on how to build a hyper-realistic AI model for a social media business. These are the top skills you will learn in this course. You will learn how to create AI models using Stable Diffusion and Midjourney. We are going in detail about how to use each of these softwares. You will learn how to create the same model in different scenes. We will use techniques such as face swapping to put the face of your model on different bodies in different scenes. I will also show you how to fix common mistakes in AI models. By the end of this course, you will feel confident in using this software to create AI influencers that are highly realistic and that you can promote on Instagram or other social media. In the next video, I will explain in more detail which tools we will be using. In this course, you will learn how to use the following tools. Stable Diffusion. I chose Stable Diffusion because it's a free tool and it offers a variety of models that you can use to create AI influencers. The third advantage is that Stable Diffusion doesn't put limits on what kind of images you can create. Comparing it with other software that has regulation around what kind of images you can create, for example, images in lingerie or swimwear, Stable Diffusion allows you to use models that can produce such images for your AI model. So if you're somebody that wants to create an AI influencer specifically for lingerie or swimwear, Stable Diffusion is the tool that you will depend on. I think Stable Diffusion is one of the most essential tools that everybody should have when starting a business as an AI influencer. The second tool that we'll use is Pixie AI. Pixie AI is a free tool that allows us to do face swapping. Face swapping is a technique that we need to use to be able to create multiple images of the same AI model. This allows us to put the same face on multiple bodies or in multiple scenes. The third tool that we need to use is Discord, which is also free. This is where we will apply the face swapping, and we will also use Midjourney. Fourth is Midjourney. Midjourney is the most popular AI algorithm that allows us to transform text into images. The quality of images that you can create with Midjourney is very high. Midjourney has both free and paid versions. For this tutorial, I will use the cheapest paid version, which is around $10 a month. Now let's start with Stable Diffusion. Welcome to the Stable Diffusion tutorial. So what is Stable Diffusion? Stable Diffusion is an AI algorithm that is able to process text into image. What you see right now is the web interface that we will use to interact with Stable Diffusion. This is called Automatic 1111. This interface lets us interact with the algorithm in an easy way. In the next videos, I will show you how to install Stable Diffusion so that you can get access to this web interface. I will show you how to add different models for free to Stable Diffusion so that you can produce high-quality, realistic images, such as this one. How to write efficient prompts and how to use negative prompts to correct mistakes in images. I will also explain how to set up Stable Diffusion using these generation settings so that you feel confident navigating this web interface. Stable Diffusion is a necessary tool for everyone that wants to manage an AI influencer. It gives you a lot of variety and a lot of flexibility in terms of what you can create. So let's get into it. In the next video, I will show you how you can install it. So let's install Stable Diffusion Web UI. Open a browser and find the GitHub link, which points to Automatic 1111. That is the version of Stable Diffusion that we want to install. This is how the UI is going to look. I will explain more when we get there, but let's first install it. So all we have to do is go to the installation section, installation and running, and to follow this instruction based on what operating system we have. In my case, I have Apple Silicon. So it says find the instructions here. I will follow these instructions. But if you have Windows or Linux, you should follow these. They are quite clear. I will show you how to run these instructions. You need to run them in the terminal. So let's go to these Apple Silicon instructions. And it says, if Homebrew is not installed, follow the instructions at this link. Let's assume you don't know if you have Homebrew or not. If you don't know, you probably do not have it. So just go here and copy this link. And then in your search, go to terminal. This is our terminal right here. Once the terminal is open, just copy paste the command there and click on enter. It asks me for my password. It asks me to press enter to confirm. I pressed, and now it just needs a couple of seconds, and when it is installed, it's gonna show me a confirmation. The installation was successful, you can see. I already had the Homebrew installed, but it is not a problem to rerun the command. It's just gonna update the library and give me the latest version. Okay, now let's go back to our instructions. Open a new terminal window and run this command. So let's just do that. This is installing a couple of packages that we need to run Stable Diffusion. Once it confirms that it has been installed, we can officially git clone the repository. I already did that, so I will not do it again. But all you need to do is just to clone the repository by running this command. And then you will have Stable Diffusion, that is all. To find it, just click ls and it will show you all the folders that you have in the particular place where you are in your terminal. This is, for example, at the root. So you can see that I installed Stable Diffusion here. All I need to do is press cd, which stands for change directory, Stable Diffusion Web UI. These instructions are here too, you see. And once that is done, we need to run this command to start Stable Diffusion. So let's just do that now. And this is our UI. Great. You may have noticed that I jumped over point 4, which is explaining where we should add models in our folder. So in the next video, I will show you how to find models, how to switch between them, how to install them in Stable Diffusion, and what kind of results they can produce. In this video, I will show you how to install additional models for Stable Diffusion. Now that we have Stable Diffusion installed and you understand how the UI works, I will show you what kind of images it can create with the model that comes automatically with the installation. This is not a good model, so the images are going to be bad quality, but this example will be relevant so that you understand why additional models added to Stable Diffusion make such a big difference. So for the example, I will just give a very simple prompt. Let's try for this prompt, brunette woman, beautiful in a green dress, and see what kind of image it can create. I didn't change any of the settings at the moment because this is just a very simple example. I already know that the image produced will not be good. And you can see this is the result, highly unrealistic. And this is because the current model that we are using, which is this one, is not trained on a large set of human photos. So it cannot produce high quality, realistic photos of people. So what we need to do is to add additional models to Stable Diffusion. And a good website where you can get these models is called civit.ai. So let's go to civit.ai.com. Here in the models section, you will be able to see a large library of models that you can use. We want to go for the ones that can produce highly realistic human photos. So 3 of my favorites are this one. It's called Juggernaut XL. The second model that I like is Epic Realism. So you can search here Epic Realism, and this is the model that I like. And the third one is Realistic Vision, this one. This model, as you can see, can produce highly realistic photos of humans. This one too. And of course the third one, Epic Realism. And you may wonder, why would we install 3 models when we can use just one? That's because the results that this model can produce are directly correlated with the kind of photos that they have been trained on. So I always recommend having 2 to 3 models installed in Stable Diffusion, so that depending on the type of photos that you want to create, you are able with one of these models to get the desired result. Some models may struggle, for example, with portrait photography. Others may struggle with limbs, such as hands and feet. Having more than one model is essential when you're trying to get high quality images, because with Stable Diffusion it's a lot of trial and error. So to actually produce an image that you will be happy with, you will have to try a couple of different prompts, a couple of different settings, and why not a couple of different models. The model can have the biggest impact on the kind of image you get. I like to choose the models based on the reviews. So for example, you can see each of these has a high number of downloads, has been very liked. They all have great results. I like to check the images that they can create. I also like to check the comments to see if people in general have problems or if they get great results. But this is how I choose my models. You can choose completely different models. It's up to you. They are always advancing and there are always new models. So I recommend you check this website often. Always check the top bar, which shows the number of likes, the number of downloads, and you know that that's a very popular model and it's highly used. So probably the AI influencer models that you see on Instagram are also created using these models because they are so popular. So in order to install a model, all you need to do is go to this button next to create and pick the first version, which is model safe tensor in this case. Some models have multiple options. Some have just one. For example, in this model's case, it's just one version. Always pick the safe tensor version. I already downloaded the models. You can see all 3 of them there. So I will show you how to add them to Stable Diffusion now. Open the Stable Diffusion Web UI folder. Once you opened the Stable Diffusion Web UI folder, go inside and find the folder that is called Models. Inside this folder, it's gonna be another folder called Stable Diffusion, which also has a text that says put Stable Diffusion checkpoints here. This is where we are gonna put our models. So all you need to do is just drag and drop them inside the folder. Great, we added the models. Now all we need to do is to restart the program, because even if we refresh the page, we'll not have the new models available. So what we need to do is to close the terminal and rerun the command to start Stable Diffusion. Now that Stable Diffusion opened in a new window, we can see that we have the models available. Now I want to show, compared to the previous example, how the different model makes such a big difference even with a badly written prompt. This is not a good prompt, and in the next video I will show you how to write good prompts specifically tailored for the model that you are using. But just for the sake of the example, I want to show you how big of a difference the model that you are using can make in what kind of images you are receiving. So this is the Epic Realism. So you can see very beautiful woman, highly realistic. It still has some points where it can be improved, but definitely a massive difference from the standard model that came with Stable Diffusion. So in the next video, I will show you how to write very good prompts so that you get great results. And I will also show you how to use negative prompts to correct images. Outside of following the best practices on how to write good prompts for Stable Diffusion, I want to show you a quick hack so that you will know how to adapt your prompts and your negative prompts according to the model that you are using. For example, at the moment I'm using Realistic Vision as my model, so I would like to see how to write good prompts for this particular model. You can go back to Civit.ai, the website where we downloaded this model, and search for the model's name. Once you found the model, you can look through the photos that you really liked. For example, I really like this photo because it looks very realistic. And then on the right hand side, if you scroll down, you will be able to see what kind of prompts and negative prompts have been used to generate this photo. This is the hack that I'm using when I'm writing prompts. I look at the model that I'm using and I find a photo that I like. And then I copy the prompt that is used and the negative prompt. More than the prompts, I can also see some other settings that have been used for Stable Diffusion. For example, the sampler, how many steps, and the CFG scale. These are helpful because, for example, I really care about the number of steps. Some models work better with more steps depending on how detailed the prompt is, and some models work fine with fewer steps. So in this case, for this particular kind of photo, I would also adapt my number of steps. And then I would adapt my prompt to this kind of structure according to the model. And this is the result that we got. So this is how you can adapt your prompts to the particular model that you're using. And for every model on Civit.ai, you will be able to find the settings that produced the image. As we change the image, you can see these settings are changing. And I can show you for a different model. Let's pick Juggernaut. You can see this one, for example, has a more detailed negative prompt. I would actually suggest to use a quite detailed negative prompt. This is better. You can see the numbers of steps increased. You can see the kind of prompt that was written to generate this image. So I hope this hack helps you. I also suggest that you print the guideline on how to write good prompts and keep it next to you. This is why I wanted it to be text and not a video, so that you can find any specific keywords or guideline very quickly instead of going through a video. So I hope the guide helps. And in the next video, we'll focus on how to create multiple AI models with the same face. So we are moving on to the next chapter, where we are going to apply the technique face swapping. In this chapter, I will show you how to apply face swapping so that you can keep a consistent image for your AI model. The tool that we'll be using is called Pixie.ai. Go to pixie.ai and you will be able to see this website. I chose this tool for multiple reasons. One, I tried it myself and it works quite well. They are also always adding new improvements. For example, right now, for particular subscription plans, you can even add the face to video. However, for this tutorial, we will be using the free version. I just want to show you what benefits do we get with the free plan and why I like this software. For the free plan, we get 50 daily credits, which allows to modify multiple images with face swaps. And also, you are able to do one face morph per image. This means that if you have multiple AI models in the same image, you are able to face swap only one AI model. Save up to 20 face IDs means that you can have in your library 20 different AI models' faces that you can add on an image. For Basic and Pro, you get additional features, of course, and you will be able to see all these once we add Pixie AI in our Discord. Pixie AI is used with Discord, so in the next video, I'll show you how to add it in your Discord server. First thing that you need to do in order to install Pixie AI is to sign up on Discord. Go to discord.com and click this login button. Once you click the login button, you will see this page. Just click register and complete with your details. I already have an account, so I will log in and I will show you how the dashboard looks. This is how the dashboard looks once you sign up. You may not have this. This is Midjourney. I will show you in a future video how to install this. But for now, let's just create a server. Click add a server. Create my own for me and my friends. You can call it whatever name you would like. And congratulations, this is your new server. This is where we will be adding Pixie AI. So what you need to do right now is go to the Pixie AI website and click Morph for free now. Once you click there, you will see step 3, invite the bot to your server. Click here to invite the bot. Wonderful. Now this page will open, and there you need to select your server. We can already see our server is selected, and we click continue. We accept that we give it the permissions, and we click authorize. Now we can go and see that inside FaceSwap has just been added to the server. If we click on here, we can see that it is Pixie.ai, and this is our official invite. Now that we have Pixie.ai added to our server, we can use their face swapping functionality. In the next video, I will create a portrait of an AI model. In the next video, I'll create 3 images, one for the AI model's face and 2 for the scenes, and I will show you how to apply face swapping so that you can get 2 different photos of the same AI model. In this video, I want to apply face swapping on 2 photos. So let's pretend we have a fitness AI influencer and we want to have 2 photos of this influencer in the gym. First of all, I chose my model, which is realistic vision, and now I will try to create 2 good images of the scenes of this model. Okay, so let's create an image of a beautiful woman, young, brunette. She's in the gym, she's athletic, she's happy, and I will increase the sampling steps to 27, and I will increase the batch size to 4 because I really need to get, hopefully from the first try, 2 good images. While this image is loading, I will prepare the prompt for the other window. So for the face, I will use this prompt. Beautiful woman, young, brunette, light skin, pale, happy face, green eyes, face portrait. I will increase the sampling steps to 28 and I'll say batch size 2. This shows that it's loading, so I'm just gonna wait, and I will not generate since I have other 4 images that are generating here. Let's see the results of our scenes. We may need to create them again if we are not lucky. I like this one, and I will use the second one too, just because the only thing that I don't like here is the face. It seems unrealistic to me, but the background and the body, they're very well done. So I will focus on using these 2 main photos. I'm disregarding this one because of the hand. It looks a bit weird to me, and also here it's unrealistic on how this model is holding the bar. So I will pick the first 2. I will save them on my local. Wonderful, and now let's run it for the face. Hopefully we'll get a good result here too. I think this model is beautiful. The one on the right, she has green eyes, which is something that I wanted, so I will save this image. Now that all the images are saved, I want to add them in Discord, and I will show you how to use Pixie.ai on them. First, what we need to do is type save ID. Then we need an ID name, which is going to be the name of our model. Let's call her Vanessa. And then we need to add the image. So I will add the image of the portrait. Then click on enter. And we can see ID name Vanessa created. Now what we need to do is to upload the other 2 images. So I'm clicking here, upload, and I'm gonna select these 2 images. For each of these images, I want to right click, app, in Swapper. Because it's not able to take 2 images at a time, I will upload the second image. Right click app and in Swapper. Okay, now our images have been created, so let me show you before and after. Before, the image, after we applied face swapping, and our faces model. We can see it's the same girl. Of course, the better the image quality, the better the face swapping. Face swapping with this technique doesn't work 100% of the time, so sometimes you may try to apply face swapping to a photo where if the quality is low or if the position of the model is more difficult, face swapping may not work, but in most cases it will work fine. And you can also see after each use, we can see how many credits we used. So I think it's around 3 credits per image. Unfortunately, in the beginning I applied face swapping on the same image too many times, but you can get at least 10 to 15 images per day for free with this Pixie AI. Now that you know how to use Stable Diffusion to create images, you know how to write good prompts, you have seen how to create scenes and portraits, and you know how to apply face swapping, I will show you in the next video how Midjourney can speed your process by at least 10 times. I love Midjourney, the quality of the images is very high. It works very well with Pixie AI too, so you will use the same face swapping technique. There is nothing different. But I will explain to you how Midjourney works, how to write prompts, some of the settings, and I will show you the lowest paid subscription, which is very low. It's around $10 a month, which I definitely think it's worth it because it works much better than Stable Diffusion. With Stable Diffusion, there's a lot of trial and error. There are many times when you need to edit the prompts, to change the settings, to keep generating, to get the desired look that you want, while Midjourney is more advanced and it's easier to use. And this is why I also recommend Midjourney for anybody that wants to create a business as an AI influencer. In this chapter, I will present to you Midjourney. Midjourney is an advanced AI algorithm that allows us to transform text prompts into images. Compared to Stable Diffusion, Midjourney is able to produce accurate, high-quality, realistic images of AI influencers easier. So this is why I recommend it. It has a free plan and also paid plans. In this particular course, I focus mostly on the lowest paid plan, which is around $10 a month. I will explain to you what you can do with the free plan and with this paid plan. In this chapter, I will show you how to install Midjourney, how to write good prompts for it, and some of its settings so that you feel comfortable using the latest version. The goal of this chapter is to show you the capabilities of Midjourney and for you to feel confident using it. So let's start with the installation. In this video, I will show you how to install Midjourney. First, go to midjourney.com and this website will open. Then, on the bottom right corner, you can see two buttons. One says join the beta and the other one says sign in. If you do not have an account, click join the beta. This will open an invitation to Midjourney, so just accept the invite. The first thing that you will see is this Midjourney channel, which has as a title, Welcome to Midjourney. Now you are on the Midjourney server. This is the server, and you can see a couple of channels or rooms. The Welcome to Midjourney guide contains a link to get your Midjourney membership if you want to sign in, or a couple of bot channels where you can create images for free, and some indications on how to create images. These newbies channels are the channels where everybody can create images for free. All these images and the prompts that you are writing are available for everybody to see. So keep in mind that any image that you are creating for your AI model will not be private. You must claim and verify your account before you can send messages in this server. So just click Claim Account and complete with your email and password. I already passed these steps before and I will sign into my real account. In the next video, I will show you how you can create images for free in this newbies channel. Then, Then I will present to you the difference between this free subscription and the paid one, so that you can decide for yourself if you want to invest in the $10 a month paid subscription. So let's start creating some images. Now that we have Midjourney, the free version, available in our Discord channel, I will show you how to create images for the AI fitness influencer that we already started building. So select one of these channels that is available. Let's say I select this one. And the first thing that you'll notice is that a lot of people are already creating images. So all your images are going to be public. In order to create images in this channel, all you have to do is go to the messages, type /imagine. As you type, you can notice that I get different suggestions for commands, but the ones to create images is this one. And then you need to introduce your prompt. Let's say this is my simple prompt, and to run this, you need to click enter. Now we can see this message. Due to extreme demand, we can't provide a free trial right now. Please subscribe to create images with Midjourney. The problem with the free trial for Midjourney is that, as you can see, sometimes the channels can be overloaded. So that means that there are too many users in these channels and they are not able to provide the service. This usually happens later in the day. So you may get a notification such as this one. This is one of the main reasons for which I recommend signing up for the lowest paid version, because you'll know you'll have access to Midjourney anytime you need. And for somebody that wants to build an AI influencer for social media as a business, it is essential to be able to create images, and you cannot rely on trying different times on the day to see when the server is available. So let me show you the possibilities for the subscription. Click subscribe. And this is opening a new channel with the Midjourney bot. And you can see this is a personalized link to manage your account. Click manage account and visit website. Now we can see the subscriptions available. If I click on monthly billing, the cheapest one is $10 a month. The main difference between these plans is how fast and how many generations you can make. Also, if you are having privacy on the images or not. So for example, with the basic plan, you get 200 generations a month, which basically means that you can create 200 images. And of course, the general commercial terms, you also get access to a gallery where it's going to show all your past images created, so you will not lose access to them once you close the Discord. And you can run 3 jobs at the same time. So that means trying to create 3 images at the same time. For the standard plan and pro plan and mega plan, it's usually that you have unlimited generations, more time for fast generations. And also one different thing for the pro plan and mega plan is that you have this stealth image generation, which basically means that you can opt out of the gallery and that people will not have access to be able to see your images. For now, for the basic plan and standard plan, all the images that you are creating are available in a common gallery. But if you choose Pro Plan or Mega Plan, you are able to opt out of that. Unless you are at a very high level where you need a lot of power from Midjourney, your business is based on Midjourney mostly, and you want these images to be highly private unless you release them, I suggest going for the basic plan, because 200 generations a month is enough to give you content for every day on Instagram, for example, or any other social media. So I went for this basic plan, which I find that it's very good value and it's also very cheap. It's the price of 2 coffees, so I recommend that. So now I would log in into my plan and I will show you how it works. If you have more questions about the subscriptions, check down below frequently asked questions, and they explain to you what are fast hours, what does unlimited relaxation generation means. They explain everything that they can offer. So if you want in more detail, you can check out here. But yeah, let's show you how you can actually use Midjourney. In this video, I will show you how to create multiple images for our AI fitness influencer. All the images that I'm gonna create today are gonna be using Midjourney version 6. As of February 2024, this is the latest version of Midjourney released. It has, of course, updates on the AI algorithm such that it pays close attention to the prompts and also offers new functionality available that I will present to you in this video. So let's start by creating a simple image. All you have to do is type /imagine and then you will have to introduce your prompt. I prepared some prompts in advance that would fit our previous model that we created. A beautiful woman, brown hair, pale skin, green eyes, running on a treadmill in a gym. In order to create this image with Midjourney version 6, you need to type --v6 at the end of your prompt and click on enter. This is the most simple type of prompt that you can create with Midjourney. Once the image have been created, you can see some of them look real, but some of them look more cartoonish. Luckily, we have an option on Midjourney version 6 to tell the AI algorithm that we want highly realistic images. So let me show you how to add that option. I will type again /imagine. I will copy in the same prompt. And in order to tell Midjourney that you want no artistic interpretation of your prompt, so you want more literal, realistic images, you need to add style raw at the end of the prompt. Like this, -- style raw. And click on enter. As you can see, the images produced right now are more realistic than before. And once we produce this image, we also see some options on the bottom. These U1, U2, U3, and U4 means to expand the resolution of the image. The lower 4 buttons means to add variation to one particular image that you would like to see strong variations on. And this button means rerun the prompt to get new results. So for example, I like this second image and we count the images in Midjourney like this: 1, 2, 3, and 4. So since I like this second one and I would like to increase the resolution, I will press U2. And this is a better resolution of the same image. Once I increase the resolution, I get a couple more options that I can run. These upscale options are the same as the stop buttons, which basically mean increase the resolution. Then I can add some variety, either subtle or strong variations on this photo. If you like part of the photo, but you would like to change something very specific, you can use this vary by region button. The next row contains a zoom. Zooming out means adding more backgrounds to the image. 2 times the size of the image, 1.5, or you can customize the amount of background that you would like. Then on the third row, we see some arrow buttons. These basically mean expanding an image in one particular direction. So this is gonna change the size of the image. Right now is 1 by 1. This is the standard size that Midjourney produces, but you can also change the size of the image produced. So for example, let me show you that. Let's say that I would like to expand a bit on top because I do not like that her face is cut. So I will click this button. And then you can see I got --AR, which stands for aspect ratio. And the aspect ratio is the proportional relationship between the width and the height of the image. So we can see that the images have been expanded. Maybe not with the most normal type of lighting in a gym, but let's just select one of them and expand on it and kind of work it around. So let's select the first one. Now let's zoom out on this photo and see how it's gonna expand it on all sides. Even though we zoomed it out, we still keep the same dimensions, but if you want to go back to square photos, which are quite standard for Instagram, you can go to the make square button. And now you can see that it added quite a bit of background in the image. I will select this second image to increase its resolution. The subtle upscale tells the AI algorithm to increase the resolution of the image without modifying subtle details in the image. The creative upscale gives it a bit more freedom to the AI algorithm, so you may see changes in the texture, in the lighting, maybe in the colors. The same with variation. A subtle variation adds more subtle details, less details versus varying strongly, which can produce quite big differences in the image, even though it keeps it as a reference, the initial image. So I'll try to run variation on this photo just to see what kind of differences I can get. And I would like strong variations because I already have quite a bit of options of the same kind of image. So I would like to see strong variations of this photo. You can notice with the strong variations, the position of the body changed, the face of the model changed, quite a bit of the background changed, even though it looks like it's in the same gym. Different positions, different layouts. This is what strong variation can do. Now that you understand how these options are working, what I want to do is to create AI fitness models that look similar to our initial models. So since we created these images on Stable Diffusion and we uploaded them here, we can get access to their image URL. So what you need to do is open the image and right click, copy image address. And this is gonna give you an image URL that you can use in your prompts. So Midjourney accepts image URLs in the prompts, which is great news because we can give it this image to have a model for the AI fitness influencer that we would like. So what you need to do is type imagine. At the beginning of the prompt, include the URL of your image. And then let's keep the same kind of prompt. And I'll keep it with style raw. And I'll also add, just to demonstrate, the size of the image. This tells the aspect ratio 1:1, so it's going to be a square image. Press on enter to run the command. To use the latest version of Midjourney, you should always use v6.0. And to create highly realistic images, you should always add style raw, because it tells the algorithm to focus more on the prompt and to do less artistic interpretation. And then to have square images as desired, for example, for Instagram, you should add this aspect ratio. But if you don't add it, it's gonna create images like that anyways. So we can see these models are definitely more similar to the initial photo that we created. Quite beautiful. I like this first one, so I'm gonna expand that one. And now I will click on it and I will click open in the browser so I can see it in the other tab. Very, very similar to the same kind of girl, just without makeup. But if you want to stay more accurate, let's say that you really want to post these photos in the same day, so you want to have like the same kind of makeup, the same kind of look, one thing that you need to do right now, since we have Pixie AI installed, is once you upscaled, you can right click on it, app in swapper, and this is gonna add our model's face on the model. So we can see this is actually much better quality with Midjourney versus the one in Stable Diffusion, because for this one I did not fix the resolution, so it's not that straightforward as in Midjourney to just press a button and increase the resolution. You should think about these things in Stable Diffusion in advance of creating the image. Yeah, so I'm very happy with this image. Another thing that I would like to do is how you can add text in Midjourney. So for example, let's say that she's wearing a Nike t-shirt. We want to focus on that. What we would be doing is /imagine, and then I will copy the same prompt that I gave before. So I added our link, just do it, the logo on a t-shirt. Beautiful woman, brown hair, pale skin. I kept the rest of the prompt the same. You can see how some of the text is added on the image. This is some new functionality in Midjourney, so they are always improving on it. So I recommend you keeping these texts to minimal or maybe just 1 or 2 words. And the last thing that I would like to explain is the stylize option. Stylize is a value which is by default set to 100, and it tells the AI algorithm how to increase the aesthetic of the image. This is quite difficult to understand without practicing because you do not understand how the algorithm interprets this value. So I recommend you play with it quite a bit, but I will show you how, for example, we would use this value. So I'll focus on my initial prompt. And then at the end, I'll add stylize minus minus stylize, and let's say that I would like to do 50. So that tells the algorithm to do less artistic enhancements on the image. You can see these photos are more accurate to the initial image of the model that we gave than before. They look more similar to the model. Now for comparison, let me show you with 500. You can see these images of these models look more different than our initial model. These ones stick more to the prompt, like for example the pale skin, and also some of them are not really similar to the image of the initial model that we gave. But you can also get maybe more beautiful results if you leave it a bit of flexibility. For example, this photo I quite like. In this case, if you get such a result, you can always expand and do face swapping on it. So this keeps our model's face, but it has a bit of a different aesthetic. These are the main commands in Midjourney that you need to use. Always try to keep up to date with the channel on the announcements so that you see new things that you can do. To end this video, let's create a couple more images of our AI fitness influencer in different scenes outside of the gym. Because of the benefit that we have the subscription, we can run multiple prompts, up to 3 at the same time. So now we have 3 images expanded. 1, 2, 3. And what I'll do, I will apply face swapping on all of them. And these are the images. Now from all these 3, I will keep just the first 2. I do not particularly find this one to be like a relaxed expression. So I will open this up. Wonderful. And now we can see we have photos of our AI model in the kitchen, cooking, on a yoga mat, in a studio, at the gym, working out, and of course the first images that we created for which we could expand the resolution. Now I will add these images on Instagram and show you the final result. And congratulations, this is how the final Instagram profile could look like. I added the images that we created. All these photos took us less than an hour to create. And now that you are comfortable using Stable Diffusion and Midjourney, you can imagine how much content you can create for your AI influencer. And now I believe that you are confident to go and create your own AI influencer and be able to make this kind of content for a whole week in an hour without changing outfits, without having to take photos of yourself, and use this AI model for your brand, for your business, or to promote your products. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please leave a review for the course. If you have any questions, please contact me. You can find the contact detail on the website. And just follow us at AI Influencer Academy for more informations about our course, because we will be updating it soon. I will add a new chapter in this course, which is about Photoshop and how to use their AI algorithm to expand photos, to correct mistakes, and that is going to be a skill that is going to take your already knowledge to the next level. So you'll be able to create even more professional, even more realistic images for your AI influencer. I hope you have enjoyed this. Thank you.